Yeah, start this video. I wonder where the heck Luke is. Oh, wait a minute. Shh. Oh, I recognize that snoring from anywhere. This is perfect. Jonathan, I got this fake mustache. I want you to put this on him. This will be great. Perfect. Let's go. Hi all, welcome back to another Tech Connect video. On this channel, we cover assistive technology devices for people who are blind or visually impaired. So if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Today, we are taking a look at a foldable video magnifier, or CCTV, the Mini Merlin, or Merlin Mini, depending on which way you want to say it around.
Well, it depends whether you read from the left or the right, Cory.
That is very true, but whatever you want to call it, it is magical.
Is it? Oh, wow.
Get it, Merlin? Yeah. All right, so it does come in two different sizes, a 15.6 inch or a 17.3. There you go, inch screen. It is, I guess we could say it is somewhat portable, right? It does fold down.
Pretty portable, yeah.
What would you guess? What do you think the weight is? We should have
about 57 pounds.
I don't know if it's exactly 57 pounds, but it does fold down onto itself. But when it's expanded on the table, it looks like a traditional video magnifier or kind of an inline desktop CCTV, but it obviously is made to be a bit more portable than those are. So today we are going to look at the features, and there's a few of them, right? We've got 3 different viewing modes: distance, close-up, and self. So we're going to take a look at all 3 of those, and Luke will be our tour guide on this magical mystery tour.
Let's get touring. Cory, it's time to pull Excalibur out the stone.
Chef Luke, I'm glad I caught you in the kitchen because I'm hoping that I could get you to make my well-balanced lunch that I brought from home.
That'd be my pleasure. I'm guessing salad, I'm thinking a salmon or something like that.
All of that. Yep, here you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate if you could make that for me.
This is it.
That is it.
You realize this is a super moist cake mix?
Yes, what do you have? Well, let me guess. You have regular moist cake for lunch, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Cory, the trouble is the instructions on this are a little bit small.
Okay.
But luckily for you, I do have the Merlin Mini here. Isn't that good?
It's luckily.
It's perfect. So let's go ahead and unfold this thing. It is a little bit stiff to unfold. Oh, you're really gonna put some effort into it, and I'm not even joking. It is kind of stiff, so that would be one downside here. But let's fold it out. I'm gonna turn it on. Now, Cory, do you know what the Merlin Mini is? Any experience with this?
I do know what the Merlin Mini is.
Okay, good.
We did talk about it at the intro of the video.
So I can't say I was there. I don't know anything about that. Okay, so we've unfolded it, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our cake mix underneath here. Now, that is magnified, but I think I need it a little bit higher. Let me go ahead and turn the magnification dial in the middle here, and we're getting higher. But you know what, Cory? I think I need it even higher still. Luckily for me, if I hold down the magnification dial, it's going to put me in the menu, and I'm going to go ahead and go to zoom ratio here, and if I click on that, I can actually change the available magnification all the way up to 60 times. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and we will zoom up even bigger. Okay, I'm starting to see what we need to do here. It involves eggs, it involves the oven, it involves the cake mix, you know.
Okay, so here's the question.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't have eggs or an oven? Is there, can we still make it?
I'm pretty sure we can find substitutes.
Good.
Yeah, so let's not worry about it too much. Now,
Good.
I'm still not seeing this quite as clear as I would like, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the button to the right of the magnification dial, and that's gonna change the color. And let's see here. Oh yeah, we've got a nice black text on a dark blue background. Perfect contrast.
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, it's good enough for now. So I'm starting to understand what we need to do here. Let me just mess with this brightness dial here, which is on the left side, and we'll adjust the brightness. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to get a good idea here. But one more thing we're going to do here, Cory, just to make it even clearer, is we are going to press the picture button to the left of the magnification dial, and that's frozen the image on the screen, and now I can zoom in on it and use the joystick on the right side to pan it around. And okay, here we go. Pretty sure I've got a good idea of what we need to do with this cake. We're gonna give it a try, and Cory, I hope you're excited.
I am very excited. Thanks, Merlin. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us in this presentation where we're talking about Chromebook accessibility. We have a packed room. We almost needed a bigger room. I'm really thankful that all of you have come today.
Cory has got me attending this very boring presentation, and the screen's kind of a long way away, but luckily I've got my Merlin Mini with me and we can do distance magnification. So let's see what we got here. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. And at the moment, by default, the camera is gonna be looking down toward the base. So we need to rotate the camera. There's a handy little dial on the right side here. So I'm gonna find that dial and rotate the camera here. And we shall see what this is all about. Oh, vision accessibility in Chromebooks. Wow. This is going to be very exciting, I'm sure.
Next slide. Great, now we're going to talk about the objectives of today's presentation.
The fun continues. I'm having a little trouble keeping track of the things on this slide, so I think what I'm going to do is use my line markers. Luckily, I can press a button on the right side, and that should bring up my line markers here. And once we have those up, then we can move them by rotating that dial. And we can also change them by clicking the dial to the right and left. So if I press right and left here, I can move between horizontal, vertical, and windowing options as well. And if I go up and down, I can change the width of the lines or the windowing. Very handy stuff indeed. And now I can see these objectives. Why don't we go ahead and change the color of them for a bit more contrast. There we go, a nice black and green. Looks like it's gonna be a very, very long day.
Excuse me, sir, is there a reason you're talking during my presentation? It's worse than having a cell phone on.
My apologies, I was just really bored.
I said quiet. Next slide.
All right, so we are on to the third camera placement option, and this would be the self view. So Cory, I know oftentimes you need to check whether you've put your makeup on properly.
Yes,
yeah.
And shaving and all my facial type stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's where the self view comes in. You can rotate the camera, you can take a look at yourself, and you can zoom in. Now, some people don't like doing this, Cory. Oftentimes when I'm working with clients, they get a bit surprised.
You gotta be careful on how far you zoom in.
Yeah, you really do.
Very true.
If you want to see how clogged your pores are, then this might be the device for you. Let's see how it works. So first of all, we have to position the screen correctly. Now, if we have the screen too high, it's going to block us from being able to rotate the camera and look at ourselves. So we do need to bring the screen down underneath the camera, and we can then angle it up toward our face. And the camera is kind of just behind where the screen is. So at this point, I can see the camera and I can just rotate it with my hand, and it's going to look straight toward me. And I am now on the... What? For some strange reason, Cory, I seem to have a large, hairy, black mustache attached to my face.
Are you sure it's not a caterpillar?
Let me see if it moves if I touch it. Nope, that's definitely a mustache. Cory, do you know anything about this mustache?
I have no idea what you're speaking of. There's no way that Jonathan and I put that on you while you were sleeping. I mean, that never happened.
Okay, well, if that didn't happen, then I'm assuming that during the course of this video, I must have spontaneously grown a mustache.
I do believe this video has taken about 6 weeks to shoot, so there's a pretty good chance that that actually happened.
Okay, well, you know what, Cory?
Yeah. Just keep going. Let's get the video done. Keep going.
Okay, I was going to say I would be angry at you, but I'm actually kind of liking the mustache at the moment. So let's keep on going with the video here. So here, as you can see, the self-view camera has allowed me to find out that I have a rather dapper mustache. And if I wanted to, I could use this self-view camera to shave the mustache as well, but I'm not going to do that because it does look rather good. While we're looking at ourselves, we can also zoom in with the magnification dial, as you might expect. And the quality of the image is rather good, so I can see all the imperfections with my skin, and I think I need to start a new skincare regime. And then we could also use some of the other buttons as well, like we could change the brightness and we could change the colors, the color contrast and things like that, but we probably wouldn't want to do that here. But yeah, if you want to check out how you're looking, this is a great way to do it, so why not give it a try?
Luke, I do have to say you do look quite debonair with that mustache. I'm glad you kept it.
This is my new mustache, and I want you to call me Lucas, Sir Lucas Mustachio from now on.
I like that. You are the mustachio prince.
I really am. Wait, I'm not the king? Come on.
No, I'm the king. You should know that.
Okay, fair.
All right, Merlin Mini.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Who's it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again. No, that's not true. Yeah, it's really good for a lot of people. I've noticed a lot of people have been going toward these foldables recently because they don't take up so much room as your traditional desktop, but you still get all the benefits of the desktop. You've got that higher camera, so you can easily get your book underneath there. You can write underneath it. But if you kind of need the space back, you can fold it away and then you can put it away, and it doesn't have to be set up all the time. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people could benefit from this type of design.
The 3 cameras is nice, right? To be able to do near distance and self view. That makes sense. That's obviously something desktops can't provide, or at least aren't currently providing that.
Yeah, so you could get a camera and arm unit that's got a camera that you can rotate. But yeah, in this type of form factor, it's kind of nice to be able to rotate that camera, and you do get a nice crisp image as well. So it is a 1080p, Cory.
Oh, I think it's probably great for those that might do some traveling. Like I think if you need something super portable, this type of video magnifier is not really going to be the best, in my opinion. I think it's probably heavier than it needs to be. But if you're somebody who maybe travels to a warmer state during the winter time, or you have a second home, whatever it might be, this is kind of nice because it gives you a larger screen, gives you a little bit more like using a full desktop CCTV, but it's much easier to take back and forth.
You know, a lot of people as well these days, they just don't want something big and bulky that they have to leave in one place all the time.
Yeah.
And so with something like this, you can set it up when you want it, and then when you don't want to use it, you can fold it away and put it out of the way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Throw down in the comments if you're using a video magnifier. What are you using? Are you using something foldable like the Merlin Mini, or are you using a full-size video magnifier, maybe a portable like the Ruby or Optical compact?
Are you just using your phone?
That is very true. If you're using your smartphone as your magnifier, throw down in the comments, curious what brand you're using, what are your thoughts of it, help the community kind of decide what might be a good fit for them as well. Like the video, subscribe, all of that goes a long way to helping us out, and it's free for you and takes exactly how many seconds do you think it takes to like and subscribe?
5 million.
Done already, they should be done.
Wow, that was fast.
No, it does. We appreciate it. It goes a long way. So please
Cory,
do
my
so.
moustache is coming off.
Oh, well, let's get the stapler and restaple it. We've got a lot going on here at Vision Forward. Obviously, you're on our YouTube channel, so you know we've got videos here. But we also have a podcast. Did you know that, Luke?
I had absolutely no idea.
Did you know we're podcasters?
Are we number 1 in the Apple podcast charts?
For Vision Forward Tech Connect, we are. Go to your favorite podcast app of choice and do a search for Vision Forward Tech Connect. You'll find our podcast. It's actually audio versions of our Tech Connect Live that we do when? When do we do it?
So we do that Thursdays,
Yes.
11 a.m. Central, every other Thursday. Next show is, of course, on April 11th, and we will have had the people, Sam Seavey and Carrie Morales. Sam, of course, from The Blind Life, Carrie Morales from Carrie on Accessibility, both wonderful people we've had on the show before, and they have come on the show to talk about the Apple Vision Pro, Cory.
Yeah, both of them had it, got hands-on, so they're going to come on, talk to us what their thoughts of the device.
No, they're not going to come on, Cory. They have already come on.
I'm talking both in present and past tense.
We are time travelers.
And future at the same time. We also have a learning management system where you can go and get a bunch of great content. Our videos are up there. We also have a number of professional webinars that have all free on-demand ACVR EP credits. Head over to techconnect.vision-forward.org. You can create a free account, access all of our content for free, and get free on-demand ACVR.
I'm on my way right there right now, Cory.
Okay, hold on for 2 more seconds. We're almost done. So thanks again for joining us. Stay tuned for our next video.
Bye.
Peace out.